You're watching the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. Moscow and Ankara agree on United States call to participate in the Syria peace talks. Iraqi military seizes new areas in Mosul after expelling the Daesh fighters. And a seminar in the Governorate of Dhofar discusses the women's role in the society. Live from the news center of the Sultanate of Oman television, here we present to you the details of this news bulletin. Turkey's top diplomat said Russia has agreed the United States should be involved in talks on Syria's future plan for this month. As a series of explosions rocked Damascus, Moscow and Ankara last month brokered a fragile ceasefire for Syria, but without the involvement of Washington, a negotiator in previous agreements. Turkish Foreign Minister Mevlut Cavusoglu said the United States should be definitely invited, and what they agreed with Russia, adding that the talks in Astana are expected to take place on January 23rd. But the Kremlin today declined to confirm whether it would invite the United States to Syria peace talks later this month, after Washington was excluded from brokering a recent tours in the country. Syria accused Israel of firing rockets today that hit near a major military airport west of Damascus, triggering a fire, and warned Israel of repercussions without specifying whether it would retaliate for the attack. According to the Syrian government, the attack was the third such incident recently. In a statement carried on the official news agency Sana, the Syrian military said several missiles were launched just after midnight from an area near Lake Tiberias. The rockets fell in the vicinity of the Mizeh military airport on the western edge of the Syrian capital. The statement did not say whether there were any casualties. Iraqi special forces entered the Mosul University today, a tactical achievement and an incremental step in battling Daesh group military for control of militants for control the city, according to senior Iraqi officers. Colonel John L. Dorian, spokesman for Combined Joint Task Force U.S. Central Command and spokesman for Coalition Against IS in Iraq, said he is expecting the operation to be successful. Dorian said the Iraqi security forces have still got some tough fighting in Mosul University and some other places on the east, but then they are going to be successful in liberating the west as well. You're watching the Sultanate of Oman television, and still to come in our news bulletin. In order to ease parking problems, some Chinese developers turn to robots to find a solution. Welcome back. You're watching the Sultanate of Oman television. A cultural seminar on status of women in cultural fields and their contribution in this regard was held at Ubar Theatre in the Directorate General of Heritage and Culture in the Governorate of Dhofar. A number of female literates, intellectuals and poets took part in the event. The evening also focused on the role of Omani women in the field of cultural thought. The evening came within the cooperation between Omani Society for Writers and Literates and the Directorate General of Heritage and Culture. It as well highlighted the contributions of women in the development march and the high positions they held in the Sultanate. Under the theme, Our Environment is Our Life, the Director General of Environment and Climate Affairs in the Governorate of Dhofar concluded its programs within the framework of celebrating Oman Environment Day, which falls on the 8th of January every year. The conclusion program focused on cleaning Dahriz Beach and Al Khor Reserve in the Governorate. The cleaning program witnessed the participation of citizens from Dahriz area, male and female students of Indian and Pakistani schools, and a number of Arab communities in the Governorate. The program was supported by Rasyut Cement Company, Al Balid Resort Team, and Omani Environment Society. The event reflects on the Sultanate's participation with world countries in preserving the environment and protecting its natural resources. It also aimed at raising awareness among citizens about the challenges facing the environment and ways of overcoming them. The Directorate General of Environment and Climate Affairs in the Governorate of South Sharqiya celebrated the Omani Environment Day, which falls on the 8th of January every year. The celebration included a number of activities like planting trees and campaigns to clean up public places and Governorate's beaches. A number of government bodies and voluntary teams took part in the cleanup campaigns. The Directorate will also organize a campaign to clean up the fishing port in the Wilaya of Sur, with the participation of 30 divers from Omani diving team. On the occasion of the Omani Environment Day, the Directorate General of Environment and Climate Affairs in the Governorate of Musandam launched a campaign entitled "Our Environment is Our Life." The campaign aimed at preserving the environment and protecting its natural resources through planting Omani wild plants. It's as well aimed at raising awareness among citizens about the importance of preserving the environment and involving various society segments in it. With a wide participation of camel breeders, the activities of Third Beautification Festival concluded in the Wilaya of Yanqal. From the Sultanate, GCC and Arab countries, around 2,000 camels participated in the event. The conclusion ceremony was presided over by His Highness Sayyid Mohammed bin Salim Al Saeed, Chief of Protocol Department at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. During the ceremony, national poems, in addition to Omani singing arts, were performed. The average price of Oman oil March 2017 delivery reached $54 and 38 cents per barrel. Dubai Mercantile Exchange today said that the price of Omani oil rose 66 cents from the price of yesterday. The average price of Oman oil February 2017 delivery has stabilized at $52.72, thus $8.18 per barrel compared to January 2017 delivery. As China's economy enters a period of slowing growth, its leaders are increasingly looking to robots to pick up the pace. More details in the following report.
If parking gives you a headache, this Chinese robot could be for you. It can ferry your car to an empty spot and park it with millimeter precision in just 2 minutes. Cameras, sensors and a smartphone app all combine before the robots take over. The system's Hangzhou-based developer wants to cash in on China's rising car ownership.
China is in the era of the car. There are more and more cars. This is about finding a solution to the parking problem.
When it's time to go, your car is simply brought back to you. The developers think the system has many advantages over conventional car parks.
Finding your car in a large car park is a real pain, so it has solved this problem. It can also make car parks more environmentally friendly, as you do not need to drive inside, so the air quality is better.
More than 24 million cars were sold in China in 2015. Well, that means more potential opportunities for inventions like this. High production costs mean it could be many years until robots enter the mainstream. But here in China, the machines are getting special attention.
At the state level, China takes robotics very seriously because the country is facing lots of problems, one of which is a rapid increase in labor costs.
China is now the largest market for robots in the world, and the country's leaders are betting products like these will boost the slowing economy.
This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. Moscow and Ankara agree on United States call to participate in the Syria peace talks. Iraqi military seizes new areas in Mosul after expelling the Daesh fighters. A seminar in the Governorate of Dhofar discusses the women's role in the society. And with that, we do conclude this news bulletin. Thank you for joining us and good night.